is no peace for a child of Baal. You've learned this lesson time and again, as all who are close to you suffer because of your tainted blood. When John Irenicus fell, you had hoped for some sort of respite, but peril follows you like pestilence. The time of the prophecy has come. 5 powerful Bhaalspawn have arisen, leading their armies across the Sword Coast, slaughtering their weaker siblings and innocents alike in a wave of massive destruction. Like wildfire, panic spreads before the armies of the 5, and those suspected of being children of Baal are cast out and revived. Even in Soldanesalar, unease grows into fear at your presence. Queen Elysim urges you to visit a sacred grove where the ancients might shed light on your fate. You wonder what part you will play in the dreaded prophecy, and how long before its culmination devours your soul. Only one thing seems certain. So long as Baal's throne of blood stands empty, chaos shall reign.
The wheels of prophecy ere turn. Korion's ward hath come. Crossroad of past, present, and future. The one foreseen, the one foretold. That which hath passed is ne'er truly gone. History repeats, though mortals choose not to see. War and bloodshed be not new to the realms. A god that once hath been, may be once again. Armies march and cities burn, the rivers froth with tainted blood. The corpses of those born not innocent feed the inferno of boiling hate. All servant deceived, 5 led down a false path. A hidden traitor lurks in thy midst. The servant of Baal knows death and destruction, the face of an ally, the mask of a foe. The children of Baal bring death to the land. They slaughter each other and feed their father. Death and betrayal walk together. A river of tainted blood doth not cleanse. The storm approaches. We speak no more.
I dislike the wilderness. It lacks structure.
So, I have found you at last. It was an effort to track you down in these woods. Too many old wards for my liking. But here you are. All that you need to know is that I've been given the pleasure of ending your life. I may yet mount your head on the wall with all the other Bhaalspawn I've killed. I haven't decided. Not all of us have been wandering Faerun like witless cattle, like you and pathetic Imoen and so many others of Baal's blood. Some of us have far greater aspirations. The time of Alondo's prophecy has come. These rhyming ghosts here should have told you that much. Great things are afoot, and your contribution will be your death. It has already been decided. I am Illasera the Quick, child of Baal, and I have been chosen to perform this deed. You cannot resist us. We shall see.
I greet you, godchild. You who are of divine blood, I have awaited you. How would you define a dream? If as a fleeting path without true substance, then this is no dream. I have brought you to this place, and it is real. I have existed since the first strand of fate was woven, a servant of the paths and the gods. I have watched your own path most carefully. Our own servant, who was the mortal Alondo, spake the truth that became prophecy. It tells of your coming and of all the others who are the progeny of Baal. The spark of the divine rests within all of Baal's children, and the time for their joining is nigh. I am here to aid you, godchild. The progeny of Baal are many, and now they are quickly being extinguished, their spark returning to its source. An event unfolds of divine significance, godchild. You are central to this event. Many are the strings of fate that start or pass through you. The end I cannot see. I must shepherd you through this time as best I can. This is the lair of the abyss, once ruled by your sire, Baal. You have been here before, although it was altered then by your own consciousness. I am not here to fool or harm you, godchild. I may only teach, and you are free to consider my words and deem them false if you wish. There is no consequence. I cannot interfere. I can only prepare you, godchild, aid in your education, you who are most unready to assume your destiny. I mean only that you are unready for the possibilities that await you. Your mortal mind does not readily comprehend the power in your blood. When you were last in your sire's realm, godchild, it was altered by your own consciousness, without you even forming the intent to do so. You are not ready for the power. You must be ready. It is your presence which determines the outcome of the prophecy, although even I cannot see it yet. When the time comes, you will be ready. I will make certain. You would wish to stumble about unknowing and blind? Even if this is so, you have no choice in the matter. Power comes with knowledge, godchild. It shall come to you in time, as your destiny unfolds. I shall see you soon. Until then, hold your heart close, and know that you are not alone.
So, you have finally arrived. I have been waiting for you. I live! Flesh and blood and bone! I am alive! I swore I would scratch and crawl my way back into the world of the living, and I have done it! In my youth, I spent much of my time looking into the old lore of the dead Baal priesthood. I unearthed one of the old prophecies from an uncooperative sect of Sirich, one that spoke extensively of this time now upon us. The Sword Coast will run red with blood, yes, but the battles will culminate in a great struggle within a city to the south, the Tetherian city of Saradush. It is there that you must go, where the first step of the prophecy will unfold. So, I yet remain at your side. I am surprised. But from your constant wary glances, it seems that you do not trust my presence. Yet. It appears the seeds that our sire sowed long ago are about to come to fruition. For good or ill, the issue will be finally resolved very soon. The end draws closer. We both know this to be true. Listen to a proposition, then, that I have given much thought to as of late. I have been considering your words. I have changed my outlook, and I think perhaps it may be a good thing. I feel I must thank you.
I knew that I'd see you again. Last time we split up, I just knew that wasn't the last time. Oh, you sure are a sight for sore eyes, let me tell you. I've been having some nightmares. Really strange ones, like sailing on rivers of blood. So real. You used to dream a lot, right before Gorion died. Was it like that? I've, been developing some more abilities. Ball abilities. Like your own. I don't mean to, they just come. Although I don't think they're very strong. You know, I've been thinking a little about the last fight we were in. I felt something come over me. Viciousness I've never felt before. I just wanted to tear someone's throat out with my bare hands.
Hey, where have you brought us, Boo? I am duly impressed by your show of great powers, but a little forewarning would have been nice. No matter. Wherever evil treads, Minsk treads louder! Oh, look who you have found, Boo! With your unerring sense of hamster direction, it is our good friend, our reunion of heroes. May all that is evil quiver before us like so much rancid jelly. You know, with all that has been going on, Boo and I are having some trouble keeping our feet on the ground.
It is you, isn't it? Ever since I left the circus, I wondered when I... That's odd. I don't remember when I left the circus. What is this place? I've been watching you a little since you got your soul back from Irenicus. There's something different in you. I can feel it.
So it has come to this. I have heard the cries raised up against the Bhaalspawn across the land, and I thought of you. I am pleased to see you unharmed. Have you a need, then, for an old paladin? May I have a moment of your time? There are matters of great importance I wish to discuss.
So, our paths do cross once again. I knew they would, even when I first laid eyes upon you. So, what use do you have for me in this place? I have a question for you, my friend, and it is something I wish you would treat with the sincerity in which it is meant. Do you believe that your ultimate destiny lies in godhood?
bloody plastic! I swear I be thrice damned the way you yank me about from one place to the bloody next there since we met! What does you want now? I be needing to speak to ye about a matter of grave importance.
This is a strange place that you've brought me to, my friend. I have little doubt that it's for a good reason. Do you require my assistance, or is there some other purpose to your summoning? Forgive my intrusion, but you have seemed troubled lately. Are you finding the responsibilities of your divine heritage somewhat overwhelming?
Ooh, shiny ones.
Well, there's quite a few things that I could have named off as being possible to happen before the end of the day. Meeting you again wouldn't have been one of them. Where are we? Something's been troubling me. May I talk to you?
Where is it you've brought me to now? You have a home? Time heals all wounds, or so they say. But let's not dwell on the past. What do you need from me? Hello. It is good to see you again. I pride myself on defying expectations. What have you been up to without me? Time is something I have in abundance these days. It has ups and downs. I'm good at entertaining myself. Oh, you have no idea. What makes you think I want to join you? You've one way to find out. I'm sure I can think of something.
Oh, is it that time already?
The balance has been wildly threatened. I and others of my brethren have felt it. And of course, you are at the center of these events, child of Baal.
What? Here? I hope this is important, you insufferable monkey. I was in the middle of a very important transaction. And to think I had the wench bargained down to 3 gold for the night. Bah!
Oh? Back on the plains, is it? Swept off the prime and whisked away like a soaring eagle into new adventure. Glad I am to see you, my raven.
So, the Abil calls and I come. Shall I play the part of a slavish dog? Is that what you think to make of me by this summoning?
It is good to see you again. After we parted ways last, I had the strange feeling that you had... But no, you are alive and well, I see. Obviously, I was mistaken.
What is this now? Why have you called me here? You waste my time. My patience wears thin. Our past adventures were tales of mayhem written in the blood of our enemies. Ha! Well said. Very well then. I am with you.
Cespenar is good servant. Oh, yes!
I see we meet again. I had foreseen that such an event would take place. I should have known that it would be soon, with the Bhaalspawn incidents increasing so rapidly.
Whoa! That wasn't a wild surge. Oh, it's you. It's been a while. Last I heard, you were still with the elves. Thought you'd escape the whole Bhaalspawn thing by planes hopping, huh? No? Uh-oh. If I'm here, I suppose this means the time for rest and relaxation is over? Your greatest quest, maybe. I still want to bring about world peace and become Niralax, rainbow-haired goddess of wild magic. Okay. I see you're very serious about this whole child of a god thing.
It is so good to see a friendly face again, though I can scarcely believe it. What is this place? Not well. As you know, after Alagoth was revealed as the man behind the Twofold Trust, I joined the Order, hoping to redeem it. Unfortunately, the Sharans were prepared for the attack. I heard he had been sighted in Tethir, and was seeking him there when you reached out to me. What would you have me do now?
Cespenar only served the Great One. You's nice maybe, but you still a nobody. Hello? I am's the little butler for the Great Baal. Oh, yes! Or I was. It has been very lonely for me. No more master to serve for a very long time. Until now, that is. You did be calling me here, O Great One. You did be creating me again. Cespenar would be pleased to be your butler. Oh, yes. Oh, I does clean things. I goes and I collects the little things that finds their ways to the abyss. And when my master requests, I uses the recipes to making the shiny ones. Oh, yes. Yes, oh, yes. Call on me you may. Use my recipes for you will. I make the shiny ones. Have not done this for some time, though. No new master have I. Cespenar gladly serve the Great One. Cespenar make good butler, yes? Would you like me to make you shiny ones? I have many recipes. Ooh! Needs must I look through your belongings? Match them to recipes, must I? Let me see. Nope. I see nothing more that matches with my recipes. No more shiny ones. Oh, well. Back to cleaning, I guesses.
Prepare to be eviscerated, fool. Prepare to be eviscerated, fool.
The General is too busy to meet with the likes of these commoners. Move along and no one gets hurt.
These people represent the concerns of the entire town. Please, good soldiers, hear their case.
Our food is almost gone. Our children cry out in hunger. Your master must hear our pleas.
The plight of peasants is not Gromnir Ilkhan's concern. Stand aside, townsfolk.
If you know what's good for you, you'll all head back to your homes.
The army outside the city will surely kill us all. Your master cannot just turn his back on us.
Clear these gates. You won't get another warning.
Threats are not the answer here. Everyone stay calm and we can work together to find a solution.
Our orders are clear. Move these peasants along or we'll move them along ourselves.
No one do anything rash. Perhaps if we return later, when it is more convenient for Gromnir Ilkhan to see us.
No, Melisan. We will not be bullied this time. We will stay right here until they take us to Gromnir.
We demand to see Gromnir. Take us to Ilkhan.
There's just no reasoning with you people. You only understand the edge of a sword.
I told you to clear these gates. You brought this on yourselves.
No! Put down your weapons! This is not necessary! What's this? A child of Ball appears from nowhere? Impossible. Unless...
Intruders! Spies! The walls have been breached!
Slay the invaders! Attack!
No! Hold your weapons! These might be allies come to help!
Don't fall for their tricks. Kill them all, and let the gods sort them out.
Greetings, I am Mелиссан, a friend. Welcome to Saradush. I regret your first encounter in this town was so bloody. I realize your life has been one of bloodshed and betrayals. I can offer you no guarantees. I only offer the truth and hope you will see it as in your own best interest to aid me.
We are all heroes. You and Boo and I. Hamsters and rangers everywhere. Rejoice!
Something on your mind?
Hello, mate. You look a friendly face. A pleasure to meet a socially acceptable person such as yourself.
Something on your mind? Something on your mind?
I got some cheap beer for you.
Hello, mate. You look a friendly face.
Something on your mind?
Hello, mate. You look a friendly face.
Hi, friend.
Why, you're all such big men.
Be merry, friend. I need some ale.
Hi, friend.
Something on your mind?
You need a new tailor. Your clothes are absolutely dreadful.
Something on your mind? Something on your mind? Something on your mind? Something on your mind?
Yes, a tab. Another ale, young miss. I'll be sure to have your funds ready.
I trust all is well.
As always, the pleasure is mine. As always, the pleasure is mine.
Oh, I'm so tired.
Hold. I recognize that half-orc. When I first heard the name, I suspected as much, but this confirms it. An elder cousin of mine sits before us. We are merely of the same tribe. I as well. I as well.
Your guards threatened me with arrest if I did not accompany them. I do not take kindly to threats, Gromnir. What is it you want?
Gromnir knows a stranger came to Saradush. Pretty Melisan. Another Bhaalspawn. You must think Gromnir too stupid not to remember there is no way in or out of the city.
You fool, Gromnir! That stranger may be our only hope of escaping this siege alive.
Gromnir knows the truth. We is no idiot. Melisan has brought this outsider in to kill Gromnir. Bhaalspawn mean nothing. Yaga-Shura is Bhaalspawn. He wants Gromnir's head too. Ha ha! Foolish Melisan is plotting against Gromnir. Melisan is plotting the ruin of all the children of Baal.
You are mad, Gromnir. Have I not always aided you and all the other Bhaalspawn? I brought you here to protect you. It was your paranoia that brought Yaga-Shura upon us.
Mad? Paranoid? No! Gromnir finally understands how Melisan lied. Melisan lured Gromnir into a death trap. Tell Gromnir where the Bhaalspawn assassin is hiding.
Hiding? The stranger is not hiding, Gromnir. If you were not holed up in this castle, you two could have had a meeting when the stranger first arrived.
Gromnir will never meet with this Bhaalspawn of yours. Ha! Gromnir is wise to Melisan's schemes. Melisan wants to turn Bhaalspawn against Bhaalspawn until all are dead.
Your madness will be your death, Gromnir, nothing else. The death of you and all those who foolishly follow you.
Take Melisan away, but watch closely. Gromnir knows that Melisan is tricky. Melisan lies. Melisan deceives.
Things are starting to unravel. Without hesitation.
So, the assassin is here. Ah! Good fun.
Gromnir was less of a pushover than I had anticipated. And yet, he was still a fool to stand against us. It is strange. You fear the calls of the night? The glowing eyes that gaze upon you from the darkness while you make camp?
Lay aside your weapons! We must work together to... No! I am too late to stop the bloodshed. You have slain Gromnir, and many other Bhaalspawn as well.
All my stuff is authentic. Really, it is.
Halt. Go no farther. I wish to speak with you, my old ward. Yes, Gorion. Have you forgotten all that I'd taught you, brought you up to be? Have you forgotten me? I tried to save you from your destiny. I tried to turn you into a force for good. And what have you done? Carved a path of blood and murder wherever you go. I saved you. I hid you from those who would hunt you. I taught you and enabled you to become what you are. I died for you. How many more must come to grief before you see I am correct? How many must die? What of your many former companions? How many are dead now because of you? What of the inevitable pain you must give to the one you love?
Viconia? My sister? I am dead, Viconia. At long last, after the agony of being a loathsome drider for so many long years, I could not take the torture. I couldn't. I tried to save you, Viconia. I stopped the matron mother from killing you, but you fled. You left me to die when I wanted us both to flee. You murdered me, Daldina. You knew. I loved you. You were the center of my world, Daldina. Like no drow, I cared for you. And you used me to get away. I became a drider, Viconia! You murdered me!
I will not allow you to be the one who causes the prophecy to become true. I won't allow it. I will see you dead first. You will not be the one who causes the prophecy to come true, my ward. Bow before me and renounce your life. Ah, your power is too much. Cunning, godchild. It shall be a pleasure to feast upon your soul.
I was not aware that the sight of my brother would have this effect upon me. I am ashamed that I showed such weakness. What a mooning, useless cow I have become.
You have come, you have. The powerful one who is the spawn of the dead master. Natalie knew you would come, she did.
healing. Quickly!
Your end shall be quick if you let it.
You is not the spawn child, no. Niley only speaks his with the spawn child, only. You is a spawn child, Niley thinks, oh yes. But so young is you, so full of life. Niley would love to have found you long ago instead of the boy. Most anxious Niley is, oh yes. Have you found her precious heart, spawn child? Yes, at last Niley has her heart. Niley had forgotten how it feels to have a heart, she had. Many old memories. It makes Niley sad.
As you arrive in the clearing, the first thing that draws your attention is the plume of smoke billowing from nearby Saradush. Its walls have been breached in several places, and its utter devastation shows a city that has been completely sacked by invaders. Bodies of soldiers are everywhere, as is the stench of death. The screams of the innocent attempting to flee can still be heard. Yaga-Shura and his army are nowhere in your immediate sight.
What a disappointment you created for me, Worm. I redoubled our efforts to crush this worthless town when I heard you were within, the terror of the Sword Coast, only to find you gone. I thought I would have to content myself with slaughtering all the weakling Bhaalspawn in this city and forgetting about you. But here you are. I should have been the first sent after you, and now I shall prove it. Yaga-Shura shall become even greater still. What? No! No, this cannot be. I am wounded? Yaga-Shura cannot be defeated. Men, destroy them! Rip the hearts from their chests and make them suffer. You have weakened me. You and that foul witch, I know it. No matter. Yaga-Shura will defeat you yet. No!
I greet you, you who are of divine blood. It is time for your education to continue. You have been brought to this place because you are ready, Godchild. The first step towards the fulfillment of your destiny has been taken. Yaga-Shura is dead by your hand, and the forces in play now move swiftly toward conclusion. Now you must know yourself and your past to reveal your future. Listen and be judged. I am not the judge here today. You shall test yourself. To look upon oneself and ask, what is my nature? One must know one's origin. Your own origin is a mystery to you, Godchild. You have no beginning, and without a beginning, how can there be an ending? What do you know of your birth? What do you know of your mother? Of your life before Gorion brought you to the safety of Candlekeep? Your past unfolds. You would do well to heed it closely.
I am your mother. I am Aliana, a disciple of the great Lord of Murder, a priestess of Baal. In the time of troubles did Baal himself come and whisper in mine ear. I was to give birth to one of the children, to you. I rose my arms up and hailed my Lord of Murder with great joy at my fate. Others of Baal's order took me away to hide us in the darkest temple, away from prying eyes. Others of the children were there, and when our great Baal died, did we begin our task.
Her task was to slay her own child, sacrifice her babe upon the bloodiest of altars.
I would slay you, my child, so Baal could live again.
But I and several of my colleagues had discovered the location of this temple. We attacked and stopped your mother from performing the sacrifice.
We resisted. This was the will of Baal, father of my child.
They were many, and their magic was strong. We had little time. I killed the priestess.
He slew me. Your mother!
I rescued you and fled from the temple, even as many other Bhaalspawn babes died.
But not all of us died. Some of us used the chaos to escape, to flee.
Yes, not all the Bhaalspawn children died that night. I saved the only one I could.
He could only save one. There was no time for more. But I was there as well.
I chose you. I could not save both of you.
He left me behind, saving you instead. And so I fled on my own, raised by foster parents in the Iron Throne. It mattered not. I killed Gorion in the end.
And so your past is made plain. Your mother, a priestess of Baal, killed by Gorion. And what of your brother Sarevok? What if fate had not intervened, and Gorion had raised him rather than you? Would you have become as he was? Would Sarevok be in your place now if but for the smallest twist of fate? Is there a debt between you then that is yet unpaid? We are finished then, for now. Return to your cocoon plane. You will find part of it now open to you. Investigate as you wish. Consider what you have learned here today. Farewell, godchild.
You live! I had heard the sounds of combat and returned this way only to find the giant dead and you gone. Don't be a fool. I cannot express my relief at finding you alive after all the carnage this monster and his army have wrought here. My own escape was a narrow one. Once the walls were breached, Yaga-Shura thundered through the city almost too quickly for us to react. I tried to get the Bhaalspawn out, but it was too late. Yaga-Shura seemed to think you were in the city and was eager to seek you out. He slaughtered them all, and there was nothing I could do.
had forgotten such scenes of carnage, and to know that such destruction has been wrought by one who solely sought to seek you out is a glorious tribute to your power.
Oh, it's you again.
Gotcha good.
Dust blows around you, clearing a moment later to reveal what can only be Ankethran, a village nestled into an outcropping of rock amidst a desert so dry and sparse of life that you wonder how such a place could survive. Dominating the village, and seemingly carved out of the stone face of the rocks themselves, is a large and ornate fortress, its purpose unknown.
I trust all is well.
So, you must be the Bhaalspawn Melasan told me of. I've been expecting you. I am Balthazar, head of the monastic order here in Ankethran, and its ruler as well, although that is not an official position. Melisan preceded you and told me of your coming. Melisan has already left the village and did not say where she was going. She has left with me directions for you to reach these enclaves she mentioned. Is this what you expected?
I trust all is well.
Your monastery once cared for this town, but under Balthazar you have abandoned us. The people are starving and your master does nothing.
Balthazar is concerned with greater matters, old man.
Bah! He is gathering mercenaries and wizards for an army. How is this more important than bringing in food for the starving children?
You have no idea of the events that the monastery has set in motion. Go back to your prayers and leave me alone.
No, this is too important. In the name of Joaquin, I demand a meeting with Balthazar. He must be made to see the insanity of his callous actions.
You make no demands of me or the monastery. Balthazar cares nothing about this pathetic town. Go beg your dead god to feed these people.
Blasphemer! I will stand for your monastery's tyranny no longer.
You dare attack me, old man? Your death shall be quick and painful.
Take that!
I find this a most satisfactory arrangement.
I've no time for to talk to you now.
I welcome you with outstretched hand.
Please spare me. I beg you.
Thieving wench! Begging won't save you now!
We will make a harsh example of you, and maybe others will think twice before they steal from us.
Please, my daughter meant no harm. Her motives were pure, even if her actions were wrong.
Pure? How do you justify your daughter's theft of her hard-earned gold, Mayor Harad?
People are starving. Food is scarce. Hassan needed your money to buy bread from the black market to feed the poor.
The problems of your town are not our problems, Mayor. Your excuses cannot justify your daughter's crimes.
Stay clear, Mayor. You can do nothing here. Make peace with your god, Asana. Your life is forfeit.
Please, will no one help my daughter? Will no one stand against these brutes who have invaded our town?
Hush, Father. The townsfolk are scared. They will not intervene. I must accept the consequences of my actions.
Thank you. I fear those mercenaries will execute Asana right in the street if someone does not speak to them on her behalf. Please hurry!
Do I know you?
My daughter owes you her life. I wish I had more to give, but I insist you accept this small reward. I will tell all of Anketran how you saved my beloved Asana.
Something on your mind?
Can't you see I'm busy? My archers need to stay in top form!
So you thought your smugglers could sell our stolen gear and get away with it, eh, Salmon?
Or should we just call you Saemon? We know all about your shady reputation, Saemon of Varian.
Now, let's not do anything hasty, gentlemen. As you know, I could not have been involved, as I have only recently returned to Anketran.
Save it, you weasel. We know you run the smugglers here in Anketran, so you're the one to blame.
We've been waiting for you. Hand over our stuff, Saemon, or we'll slit your lying, cheating throat.
Oh, well, of course, by my sea salt stinging eyes, look who's coming this way, a familiar face from my past. Oh, don't say that, old friend. After all we've been through together, the good and the bad. Your arrival is a happy coincidence, given the situation. You can actually solve my dispute with these rather upset gentlemen.
You a friend of this double-crossing rat?
This doesn't concern you. This is between us and Saemon. Just keep walking.
So you're looking for a fight? Well, you've got one.
We'll teach you to steal our stuff.
These mercenaries have filed a complaint that you are selling stolen goods, Keris. This operation is closed, and all merchandise is forfeit to the monastery.
This is ridiculous. The monastery's never objected to our actions in the past.
Tell us where Isaman is, Keris, and we will let you go.
Isaman isn't here. I haven't seen him in weeks.
Then I will arrest you instead. For your sake, I hope Isaman shows up before we find it necessary to interrogate you.
No, you can't do this. This is an outrage. When did the monastery become a puppet slave to the whims of a bunch of foreign mercenaries?
Silence, Keris! Wait, what is this? It seems we have a would-be customer in our midst. The infamous child of Baal, if the descriptions of Balthazar are at all accurate. Stand aside. I will not allow Balthazar's work to be interrupted by the likes of you. To arms, my brothers! We are attacked!
Thank you for your assistance in this unpleasant matter. I'm sure if Simon were here himself, he would offer his thanks as well.
Hi, friend.
I got some cheap beer for you.
I hope our establishment's to your liking.
Good day to you.
What can it be now?
Do not anger me.
Good business to you.
What can it be now?
Your answer will not sit well with my master, Sendai.
You dare threaten me here, in my own enclave?
Balthazar's army grows stronger with each passing day, Sendai. You know how this will end.
Begone, and tell your master I know who my true allies are.
So be it. Your fate is sealed, Sendai. You and all your kind.
Forgive me, mistress. An intruder has entered our underground complex, and the sentries have not yet reported back.
Sniveling maggots! I cannot waste my time with such petty annoyances. Set the slaves in the north tunnels and release my pets into the south. That should put an end to this intruder.
Yes, Mistress Sendai. It shall be as you command.
Ha! I'll rip you apart, you whey-faced cur!
Mistress, your plan has failed. Your servants have been slaughtered, and the invader continues to advance.
Slaughtered? And the intruder yet lives? Impossible!
I swear it is true, mistress. And forgive me, mistress, but there is something else.
If you value your life, you will cease your stammering and speak, Captain.
I have learned that the intruder is a Bhaalspawn. We are under assault from Gorion's ward.
No! Why was I not told of this immediately? They must be stopped.
Yes, mistress. What are your orders?
This Bhaalspawn is far too powerful to trust their destruction to your incompetent hands, Captain. You are of no further use to me. Diatha, my priestess, destroy this intruder. Gorion's ward must not be allowed to reach this chamber.
Yes, mistress. I will do as you command.
Do not underestimate this invader's power. Stop them at any cost. If you fail, Diatha, you will share the same fate as the unfortunate captain.
Of course, Mistress Sendai. I will unleash all of your drow forces against our foe.
I'll rip you apart, you whey-faced cur!
Through destiny and might, we shall rule supreme.
Diatha is dead, and the rogue Bhaalspawn draws ever closer. Mythical, my Mind Flayer ally, you must stop the fool before this goes further. Do not wave your tentacles at me, Mythical! I have no other choice. My minions are slaughtered. Even my priestess has been destroyed. If you wish to feast on the brains of those that Baal enslaves, you will unleash your illithid on the Baal child that invades the Enclave. You must not allow the interloper to reach my inner sanctum.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
My army has been slaughtered, falling helplessly before your might. You would have made a great ally to our cause. Alas, the time for such possibilities is past. But the lives of my servants and slaves have not been spent in vain. They have bought me time to prepare a special surprise for you. Prepare to meet your end, Bhaalspawn.
Sendai! Your crimes have been deemed great enough to earn the justice of the gods. Stand and die in the name of Tyr.
No! No! My ball essence is ripped from my very soul! Damn you! But I may yet rob you of the glory of your victory! Know this, even as I die, the return of our father is inevitable. Though I fall, the others will ensure Baal is reborn.
I greet you once again, Godchild. The second of your revelations await you. Have you never questioned your origin as you might question your future? Do you truly believe that beings with godly power have no sense of themselves or put no reason to their actions? As a being such as yourself grows in power, the universe strives to teach and make them ready. Choices will have to be made. Be unprepared, and you will have an eternity to regret. But no matter. I have explained these things to you already. I will repeat myself no further. Listen and learn, or do not, as you wish. This time we are not concerned with your past, Godchild. Now we will look at your present. The prophecy proceeds towards its climax, as I am sure you are well aware. Your place in this prophecy is what is in question, perhaps. This question will be answered this once, by yourself.
Why am I here? Answer me.
You are here to tell yourself of the prophecy and your own place in it. Knowledge of yourself brings power, Godchild, and control over your destiny. Ponder what advantage can be derived here if you wish. Listen as you speak.
So, this is a copy of myself that I address, Solar?
It is a piece of you. Perhaps from another time, another dimension, but you nevertheless. Speak to yourself of Alando's prophecy, I bid you.
Yes, I suppose it makes sense. I was once taught of the prophecy in this way, wasn't I? It only makes sense that I would do it myself in the future. Listen closely. You are the center of the prophecy, but not in the way you think. You bring murder to all you touch. That is true. The ones you hate, the ones you help, even the ones you love. This is part of your nature. But this is not what the prophecy speaks of. The Bhaalspawn shall bring chaos and destroy much of Faerun. But this is not done by you. You have already killed several of those Bhaalspawn who the prophecy speaks of, those who would bring this destruction. You bring death, yes, but it is nothing like what they would do if they are successful. You are here to stop them, whether you intend to or not. You exist to prevent the prophecy from coming true. The prophecy warns of your failure, not of you. If their plans succeed, the results shall be worse than anything you could do by accident. This does not mean that power does not await you. Not at all.
You have been counseled by your own self. You are now aware of your place in these events and why you are here. Not every soul gets such an opportunity. This piece of yourself is here as if in a dream, speaking not as if awake, as you will speak in such a dream one day. For now, there is but one more question. When you return to the waking world, you will continue to speed towards your purpose, stopping the prophecy from coming true. My question, why will you do this? Perception is truth in this one instance, godchild. Consider what you have learned, and farewell.
Who dare disturbs Draconis? More pestering emissaries from the cloistered monastery. Surely when the last batch did not return, Balthazar would have learned his lesson. No, I see I am wrong. You are not brothers of the Tattooed One. I smell the taint of Baal on you. You cannot stop this. The Lord of Murder shall rise again, and I shall prove myself worthy to Abazigal by bathing in your tainted blood. You think I can be defeated so easily? More evidence of your species' inferiority.
Ah!
Do not push me further.
Rather outlandish folk to be wandering round here.
On your knees before you enter the presence of a Bazigal. Bow before his ruthless might. have the stench of the Bhaalspawn. The same stench as a Bazigal, though he tries to hide it behind the more palatable scent of his worm-kind heritage. Perhaps you have the power to break a Bazigal's spell, Bhaalspawn. You have the Scroll of Reversal. I feel its power. Free me from my bondage. I will give you the Ward Stone to pass. You can kill a Bazigal. The enchantment is broken. I am free from this accursed servitude to that bastard half-breed. Free to leave this place and never return. You are a fool, puny one, to bargain with a dragon. We care little for promises made to the likes of you. But you are in luck, tiny manling. A Bazigal must pay for what he did to me. But I am not eager to allow myself to fall victim to his snares once more. Therefore, I will honor our agreement, and give you the Ward Stone before I leave this vile place. May you extract unholy vengeance on the mongrel half-breed's head.
Possession is 9/10 of the law, you know.
Welcome. I have watched your progress with great interest. For a lesser creature, you are quite amusing. Save your taunts. You are not worthy of having Bhaal's blood within you. Only a dragon is worthy of containing the Lord of Murder's immortal essence. Those insolent words shall be your last.
Bazigal, your crimes have been deemed great enough to earn the justice of the gods. Stand and die in the name of Tyr.
No, it cannot be! The grand flames of my existence snuffed out by this pathetic fool. But know this, your victory is flawed. Know this even as I die, fool. You have been used and misled. Witness the truth to which you have been so blind.
I greet you once again, Godchild. You near the final stage of your destiny. All will become most complicated very soon. We shall see. You have fought against brother and sister in recent days. Fought and prevailed as they arrayed their forces against you. You have done well. The most powerful children of Baal gathered themselves together years ago. You know them as the Five. Together, they hoped their power would destroy all others of their kind. But what you do not know is why. What purpose your siblings have for their actions. You may suspect, but hear the truth from the lips of one you have murdered.
Why am I cold? Why is Yaga-Shura disturbed?
You shall explain the truth of your actions, Spirit, to the one that killed you.
If I was killed by that one, then I don't owe nobody nothing.
You shall answer our questions of the Five.
The Five, Yaga-Shura owes them all right. Sure, I'll speak. I was approached when I was still at the temple, still being taught the powers of Baal by the old witch. The greatest of all the Bhaalspawn were joining forces, I was told. We will defeat all others before us. Yaga-Shura didn't trust the others. Figured sooner or later the Bhaalspawn would turn on each other. Figured I was stronger than the rest of them maybe, but not all of them together. So I joined, raised an army of men and slaughtered all the Bhaalspawn we could, waiting for enough of the essence to collect in the abyss.
For Baal, the dead god, and your father to be resurrected as he had planned before his death.
And we would be his right hands, all 5 of us. That's what we were promised. We would live as demigods, ruling Faerun with our power. It was worth taking a chance for, Yaga-Shura thinks.
So the 5 sought to resurrect your father and become demigods. What does this mean to you, godchild?
You are a fool to think the 5 are defeated now. Of all of Baal's children, who do you think possessed the most of his essence? You, certainly, but we 5 as well. How many of the 5 have you killed? Myself, Illasera, probably Abazigal, and Sendai too. That is a lot of Baal's essence, and still 1 Bhaalspawn remaining. Yes, Baltazar. If anything, fool, you have stirred Baal in his slumber. He is closer now to awakening than ever before.
The last of the 5 yet remains, godchild, and your father stirs. What will you do? Then continue on your path, godchild. I shall see you soon enough.
Greetings, offspring of my old foe. It's time we spoke, you and I. But first, let's make sure we're not bothered by any of your so-called friends. This is a private matter. Now then, let's get trivial matters out of the way first. Do you know who I am? As opposed to what? Some grisly avatar like the Slayer? A cloud of smoke? A massive face in the sky with a booming voice? I am only here to talk, to gauge your threat to me, if any. If only things were so easy as that. But if I get involved in the whole Bhaalspawn mess, then my own opponents amongst the gods would intervene. Mistra, or Kellenvor, perhaps. And it seems that Eo, the Overfather, has an interest in this as well. Which is very odd. He wishes this little climactic end for the Bhaalspawn to play itself out, without interference from the rest of us. And so I, the great Cyric, am restricted to watching and observing. And yet if there is anyone who should feel threatened by a child of the former Lord of Murder, it is me. There is just no justice anymore. I've been watching your progress for a while. Very impressive. I've formed a few conclusions, but let's hear it from the horse's mouth. How much should I fear you? I see. I would have expected you to say as much. Who could have expected that this level of the abyss, this throne of Baal, would give me such problems? If only I could have destroyed it to begin with. I didn't need it. I didn't want it. I have my own plane in Pandemonium, thank you very much. Much better than anywhere in the abyss. But obviously I should have paid more attention to this dismal place. But it's no matter. Can't undo what's already been done. And if you try, well, that leads to all sorts of different problems. And I'd rather not open that bag of worms once again. As for you, I doubt you will seek my realm of influence. If you even get that far, that is. I have little desire to see yet another godling who might be a possible opponent. If you even have any power worth noting. I think you need to be tested. That is what you created these little rooms for, isn't it? To test yourself? Mistra and Ao couldn't fault me for aiding you towards that end now, could they? Perhaps we will meet again. For now, let us see how you do against my favored. I suggest you prepare yourself.
Greetings, old friend. Fancy meeting you here. Oh, so you do know who I am now. I must admit you've changed more than a little since the last time we met, before you were straddling the world with your power, so to speak. Watching your progress, well, not as much as I likely should have. I wish I had known long ago that Gorion would be right. I would have done more than just warn you about your destiny, I think. Have you any idea of the havoc the Bhaalspawn have caused up and down the coast? The havoc you've caused personally? No, I don't suppose you have. Not that it's entirely your fault. We Harpers have been working tirelessly for weeks now to prevent the panic from reaching a boiling point. Not a simple task. As I understand it, though, your quest is nearly at an end, correct? I have to leave again soon, so I can't help you much. But I can help you a little, whether you like it or not. It's important that this all ends soon, but that doesn't mean I won't lift a finger over it. There may be another way in, but you'll have to find it on your own. Now, I must go. From this point on, attaining your destiny is completely your own affair. I wish you well.
Well, I certainly don't like the look of you.
I trust all is well.
Speak your mind if you must.
Ah, Simon, you have done well, delivering the Bhaalspawn as you promised. I assume they have been drugged. We do not want any trouble after all. I knew Balthazar was a fool to trust you, Simon.
Your presence here shows me how foolish I have been in gathering my army of mercenaries. I truly regret my wasted efforts at the expense of Ankethran's citizens. Melisan recognized the taint of Baal within me, just as she recognized it in Sendai, Abazagal, and the others, just as she recognized it in you. She lured me with promises of power and glory, but I followed her for a different reason. Only by joining the Five could I discover who the others were and plot their demise. Melisan is the puppet master pulling your strings in this staged production. I have merely tried to stay out of your path for as long as possible, anxious to see if you would prevail. Once I am certain I am the last, once I know there are no others, I will perform a ritual suicide. Baal's evil will die with me, but first I must end your evil existence. How many bodies have you left in your wake? Hundreds? Thousands? Saradush is a smoking waste. How many other cities and towns have you brought destruction raining down upon? And as your power grows, so shall the ruin sown in your passing. Kingdoms will fall, and the rivers of Faerun will run with blood. Further conversation is pointless. I have a task which I must complete. Your death is a necessity, Bhaalspawn.
The greatest of the Bhaalspawn, the Five, have been destroyed, Godchild. Nearly all of Bhaal's essence has been returned to the source. Your journey is nearly complete. The one you know as Melisan is not a member of the Five, Godchild. She is no child of Bhaal. The dead god Bhaal has not been resurrected. You must understand what awaits you at the end of your journey, Godchild. And for this, the one you know as Melisan will explain for herself.
I am here. Speak quickly.
You are here at my sufferance, Spirit. You will answer our questions.
I am no dead thing. You have called a piece of a living goddess to you, however you have done it. Should I become aware of what you have done, you will pay dearly.
You are no goddess yet, mortal. The prophecy has not come to fruition.
It will soon enough. Everything has happened as I wished it, and this will be no different. All of Bhaal's essence will be mine.
Then explain yourself. If you are correct, it shall make no difference in the end.
True enough. So be it. My name is Melisan the Black-Hearted, High Matriarch and greatest Deathstalker of my Lord Murder's Bhaalist temple. 'Twas I who led all the chants in his holy name. 'Twas I who harbored his avatar when the Lord of Murder was cast down to walk among us in the time of troubles. To his greatest priestess did he come for succor.
To my most trusted Deathstalker did I entrust the secrets of my resurrection.
One of his priesthood needed to have access to the essence that would be collected from the Bhaalspawn. One of his priesthood would have to perform the necessary rites to give the dead Lord of Murder back that essence. And so, great Lord Bhaal entrusted that duty to me. After his death, I alone retained access to his essence, and my power grew as each one of his mortal children died, their divinity returning to the source.
And so you have betrayed me, Melisan the Black-Hearted. The time draws nigh, and yet you perform no rites!
That is correct. Remain dust, my foolish god. It was I who created the Five, loosed the god spawn at each other's throats, all the while promising those fools that they would serve at Bhaal's right hand. Well, they can, in limbo for all I care. It was I who masqueraded as the protector of Bhaalspawn, herding the ones that the Five could not find to their doom. I led the last Bhaalspawns to Saradush and had them slaughtered. No, that's true. I knew that Illasera would perish against your might, but I did not expect you to show up quite so soon. Still, you proved a fortunate arrival. Getting rid of one of the Five without it looking like my doing was one thing. But with you already in Saradush, I could turn you on Yaga-Shura as well, after I let him into Saradush to kill the other Bhaalspawn, of course. And then you turned on the rest of those paranoid fools while I distracted them. The Five were the last thing I had to deal with before I could become the Lady of Murder myself, and you've dealt with them nicely. You are the single strongest Bhaalspawn that has ever been, more potent than any single one of the Five even. Your essence belongs to me, and I will have it! I am nearly a goddess. With your essence added to that of the rest of the Bhaalspawn, I will control all of Bhaal's abyssal realm, the throne of blood! Do you dare come and face me there? Or shall I have to hunt you down like the sorry dog that you are? Then why wait? Let's see how the prophecy ends right here and now.
Enough. A battle here will solve nothing. Your course is set, godchild. Return to your pocket plane, and when you are ready, you will need to end its existence. Then you will be within the throne of blood, and Melisan will be at hand. She is not yet done taking the essence of Bhaal's children. I suggest that you move quickly, godchild. The final act of the prophecy awaits.
not have come to this place.
We draw close to the end, don't we? Very soon now, your final destiny will be in your hands.
As you step into the abyssal plane, the first thing that strikes you is how suddenly alien it feels. A chill wind sweeps across an empty void, screaming in your ears that you are not welcome here. Several strange towering structures are present, suspended in the void by an unknown power. All your immortal senses tell you, however, that the powerful essence of your dead father is close, and that this place is, indeed, the throne of Baal.
I see you have finally found your way to the throne of Baal. You should know, however, that you're far, far too late. I should not be wasting time on you. I still have to absorb the Bhaalspawn essences, and there is more than enough power in this plane to keep you busy. I have gathered enough essence to deal with you. I will wait no longer to end your pathetic life. Prepare to join your siblings. No! Too strong! Damn you! I must take more essence. I must have more power! So, you are stronger than even I imagined. So be it. Your destiny versus mine. Let's finish this now, once and for all. To the victor go the spoils!
Enough, Melissan. The gods have decreed. This contest is over.
No! This is not over until I say it is!
You are no god, priestess of Baal. You play with stolen energies that make you immortal, that give you great power. But that does not make you a god.
No, the Bhaalspawn has not won! I refuse to believe it! Oh, I would die first!
But you cannot die, so long as the essences are within you. Even now, however, they struggle to flee from your weakened frame. You are defeated, and destiny belongs to the victor.
No! No! I will kill you all!
You will do nothing, Melissan, but accept your fate. The time that was mentioned has come, Godchild. There is a choice before you. You have prevailed against all that have assailed you, and now you must decide your fate. Only one other spawn of the dead god remains, the sibling who fought at your side. Her portion of the essence is not large, but she must make a choice. Do you intend to keep that essence, godchild? Or will you surrender it to your elder sibling? As you wish, Imoen. So it is done. The only decision that remains, then, belongs to your sibling. The vast majority of the soul essences of the children of Baal, Lord of Murder, now belong to you, and you alone. You must now decide what to do with this power. Be wise. The choice is irrevocable. You may surrender that which you have always possessed. The rest still remains within a Melisan and must be dealt with. And there will always be consequences. I shall tell you your options. First, you may choose to surrender that portion of the essence which remains with you. It shall be given to a Melisan, and her soul, with all the essence it contains, shall be destroyed. You may think this brutal, but a Melisan has welded the essence to her own soul, foolishly, and there is no other way. The price of ambition is always high. Surrendering the essence will allow the gods to remove its evil taint and hide it well within the halls of Mount Celestial, forever preventing it from soiling further souls. You, Bhaalspawn, would be made immortal, free to continue your life with a destiny of your own choosing. The manipulations of gods will no longer be your concern, and your soul will be untainted. Once a Melisan's soul is destroyed and the essence released, you may accept it into yourself if you want it, and the throne of Baal will be yours to command. The taint of evil within the totality of Baal's essence is great, greater than anything you have ever known. It remains to be seen whether you will resist this evil or embrace it. Regardless, you will receive new enemies from amongst the gods. Surely Sirach, who usurped your sire's role at the Edict of Al the Overfather, would gain an interest in your powers. Your future is unwritten, but once chosen, the gods know that it will be of significance to the universe. You will have few allies, and your trials will not end anytime soon. The choice is difficult, but these are your two options, Bhaalspawn. This is where your destiny is realized, and your future begins.
Ha ha! At last the time has come. Fulfill your destiny. Become the new god of murder, and usher in a new age of chaos and destruction.
What? Why are you looking at me? Take the power already. Isn't that what you came here for? I didn't follow this insufferable monkey around to see all its divinity lost. What would I get out of that?
I urge you not to accept the taint. There is too much folly in such power. As you yourself have taught me, do not make the mistake. Refuse it and live the life you wish.
So, it's finally come down to this, has it? After all we've been through, right from Candlekeep and Baldur's Gate, through Irenicus and Bodhi and their plans, I wonder what Gorion would say now.
To become a power that would walk the plains at will. I cannot imagine facing such a choice myself, and I do not envy you the task. Were the choice my own, however, I would not leave behind my beloved Maria and both my children forever. I could not endure it, and the thought of dealing with the evil taint as you do, no, it would not be for me.
I would offer you only one piece of advice. Rid yourself of the sins of your father. Do not live under his shadow, but make your own destiny. You can do better, I think. You do not need this power.
You would seek to rise up to the ranks where Helm resides? It is astounding that such a thing is even possible.
Do as you feel you must. While I would miss your presence, I cannot advise you.
You wish to face the taint of Baal forever? It will eat away at you if you do not embrace it willingly. Make your own destiny would be my advice. Do not rest in your sire's shadow.
Well, you know, it's funny that this situation should come up. It's not something that I like to think about much, but I spent a whole year as a god back in '03.
A life on the plains is a new power. 'Tis not a life for everyone, my raven. No matter how powerful you assume yourself to be, there is always another stronger. And in the plains, this is doubly so.
No. Oh, say it is not so. We will no longer fight evil together. Oh, Boo will miss you. Forever shall we hang our heads in sadness in remembrance of our great butt-kicking friend. Boo and I will say, we knew the hero, and people will of course not believe us, and maybe they will look at us more strangely than they do now. Or maybe not.
It seems my promise to Gorion is at last at an end. It will be difficult to watch you move on to a higher state of being, if that is where you choose to go. But you hardly need my guidance any longer.
What a terrible thing to decide. You fought for so long to get to this point. But if you choose to keep all this power, there will be nothing more than more fighting.
I can't believe it! All this time, I've walked with someone who might become a god. It's weird. Just weird. I can't tell if it's good weird or bad weird. That kind of depends on what happens next. Just know that I'll always think of you as the person I've been proud to call a friend.
So, you would stand shoulder to shoulder with the Moon Maiden? An incredible opportunity, I admit, but a frightening one. We have spent enough time together that I believe I have some understanding of your character. The gods should sing praises to see you join their ranks. You will be a force of good, of balance. But do not forget us when you ascend. Regardless of what has happened in the past, I am and shall be your friend.
I'll nae see the difficulty for ye. Take your power. You fought for it hard and well enough.
There be no need to give it up, and no one worth giving it up for. And besides all of that, if ye becomes a power, ye can reward us all the better for following ye about all these months. I've had enough of your smell. Some gold would be fine, indeed.
I would caution you if I could. Great power comes with its own temptations and its own trials. Have you not been through enough? I think you would be happier in the end living your own life. But I would not think to speak for you, my friend. If you succumbed to temptation and became an evil power, however, it would sadden me to think I'd fought so long to support such an ending.
So this is what it comes down to. All the dangers you faced, all the sacrifices you made, all for this. I can think of worse gods than you. I am no longer mortal. I did not seek to become what I am. Before you make it, ask yourself, is this truly what I want to be?
Victory comes to you at long last, my Sinsrig. It has been an epic struggle, worthy of many tales. You must be pleased, although your choice now cannot be an easy one.
The time has come to make your choice, Bhaalspawn. What is your wish? Then you shall begin life anew, mortal, without the taint of your sire upon your soul, and the essence of Bhaal shall forever be hidden. You have done well, and freedom shall be your reward.
So, the fate of our sire has finally come to its conclusion, and the tale has ended perhaps as it should. I look forward to future travels. With you, if you allow.
So you're going to stay immortal? Wow, after all that, we're going to end up on the road again. Must feel good, though, to have your own future ahead of you again, though, no?
I think it is a mistake, my foolish Sinsrig, to give up such power. But I look forward to a life with you. Perhaps we will be a good thing, you and I. Yes?
Your decision has been made, godchild. Now the act must be carried out. Prepare yourself.
No! Damn you! Too strong!
Your divine essence slowly fades, and for a moment you feel empty, incomplete. It is frightening, but soon yields to a new sensation, one of hope. With your closest companions at your side, you are free to live out your mortal life, no longer a pawn of Bhaal's prophecy. The adventure draws to a close, but there will be more to come. Even as a mortal, you are to be looked upon in awe, and your power commands attention, both friendly and otherwise. Your life is yours, as are the trials to come. As years pass, tales of your exploits shall spread far and wide, and bards will sing your name along with heroes and villains of legend. Your life may be mortal, your time now finite, but the mark you have left upon the realms will endure.